Hi, Steve Schwab with the Portland Lifestyle Team. Steve Tickner, and I'd like to welcome you again back to our video blog. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about some statistics, and I think you're going to find this fascinating. I'm going to talk about the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index report. And real quick, that's a report that covers the entire United States. This is actually the report right behind me here on the screen. It covers the entire United States, so we can look at trends from around the country and see who's growing or appreciating faster than others, and compare our region to other regions around the country. There's two indexes, or two composites actually, that are part of this report. There's a 20-city composite and a 10-city composite. Both composites again make up the report, and Portland, Oregon is actually part of the 20-city composite, which makes this report even much more fascinating to read, because again, we're part of the study, or part of the data. They use the data to normalize against the year 2000, so that's our baseline, and it's calculated using a 3-month moving average. And so basically, when the report comes out, it's data that goes back 3 months. So the current report, as I'm recording this, came out in February of 2015. And it goes back and looks at December of 2014's data. The report's available, I believe, on the last Tuesday of every month. So more about that here in a minute. Again, this is the report behind me, and some of the highlights of the current report. It talks about how the 20-city composite gained an average of 4.5%. Appreciation year over year from the previous year. If you go back and look at the data from November of 2014, that number was actually 4.3. So you can see a little bit of movement in the trend, which is always good to kind of understand. And the report talks about how the housing recovery is faltering a bit, and that shouldn't be of an alarm to anybody. All it's really meaning is it's slowing down a bit, which it needs to, because we've gone up so fast, and we all know that anything that goes up real fast can not necessarily be a good thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about Portland's data there too in a minute. Scroll down here to this chart. What this is a graph that goes back to actually 1988, and you can see how the market is trended up. Just the normal course of time. Homes typically always appreciate. They have throughout all of history. Yes, we have peaks and valleys, but overall they go up. The big drop off you can see there, kind of in the middle. That's the turmoil that we saw in the economy, 2007, 8, 9. That's where home loans, the bad loans that we all heard about and read about in the press, that's where we went off the cliff. And you can see the decrease in values that took place as a result of that. Then we climbed back up, and that climb was actually driven by the first-time home buyer tax credit. So that incented a lot of first-time home buyers to come into the market and buy homes, which took our prices back up. That went away. We dropped a little bit because it went away, and we're also seeing job losses, again, part of our economy. And then we've slowly been, going back up. You can see that trend to the far right. So very fascinating graph to look at every month. When we look specifically at Portland, our current trend is that we're seeing the last 12 months, Portland, Oregon has enjoyed a 6.8% appreciation in home prices. So we're a little bit above the 20-city composite. Remember that was 4.5%. So Portland has seen a 6.8%, and that trend's actually down a little bit, which is good. If you go back to mid-2013, we were seeing appreciation rates that were in the mid-12s up into the 13% range. So obviously, incomes aren't growing at that kind of pace, and so that has to slow down, and we're seeing it slow down. And we're down to about just under 7%. I would fully expect to see 2015 to be right in there, 5 to 7%. And again, if we dropped into that 5% range, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Again, this report is available the last Tuesday of every month. And what I'd like to do, we'd love to provide that for you. We put it together for ourselves, and we use it with clients that we're working with at any given moment. And so I will highlight certain things that are important in this report. We'd love to provide that to you on a monthly basis. So if you wanted to shoot us a quick email, send it to info@portlandlifestyleteam.com, info@portlandlifestyleteam.com. That'll give us obviously your email address. And just let us know that you want to see the monthly S&P report, and that'll show up in your email box every month, so you don't have to go looking for it. So love to provide that data and talk about that more with you if you have questions. If you're thinking about buying a home at all, I want to just point out here on the left, to my left on the website, there's a blue box. Click there and that'll give you access to every home for sale today in the Portland area. And if you're thinking about selling and you want to check the value of your own home, maybe you want to check the value of your home against this report. And kind of see what the trends have been doing. Click at that orange box and it'll gather some information from you, and we'll turn around and get you that information right back out, that data right back out. We've actually got a few other tools that you might find interesting to receive every month that will give you a perspective on what's going on in the real estate market and how your home is comparing to other homes right around you. So feel free to ask. Anything we can do to help, feel free to reach out. Our phone number here is 503-567-7437. I hope you've enjoyed this video blog today, and we look forward to sharing more information for you again down the road. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.